ஆனாலும் நான் பல ஆண்டுகள் பல பல்கலைக்கழகங்களில் மாணவராக இருந்தவன். விட்டிருந்தா இன்னும் 40 வயசு வரைக்கும் நான் படிச்சுட்டே இருந்திருப்பேன். அதனால் படிப்பிலும் புரிதலிலும் ஞானத்தை அதிகரிக்கிறதிலும் எந்த அளவுக்கு எனக்கு மகிழ்ச்சியும் பெருமையும் இருந்ததோ அதே அளவிற்கு இன்னும் இந்த வயதில் கற்றுக்கொள்வதும் கற்றுக்கொண்டதை பலரிடம் பகிர்வதும் குறிப்பாக நாளையை தீர்மானிக்கும் மாணவர்களுடன் உரையாடுவதும் எனக்கு ஒரு முக்கிய பணியாகவும் ஒரு பெருமையாகவும் மகிழ்ச்சியாகவும் நான் கருதுகிறேன். About 6 months ago, I took my younger son on a college tour of some very good institutions in the United States. Harvard பல்கலைக்கழகம், Chicago பல்கலைக்கழகம், MIT, நான் படித்த MIT, Brown பல்கலைக்கழகம், Columbia பல்கலைக்கழகம், இதெல்லாம் ஏல் கூட்டு போனோம். அங்கே சிலபஸ் பார்த்தா they are all reverting to the notion of teaching humanities. My old school, MIT, is the most technical of schools. That's where people go to study nuclear engineering and advanced computing and, you know, how to do all kinds of crazy things with machines and technology. There, my son was told that if you join this institution, in the first year, unless you take 5 courses in humanities, you will not be allowed to go to any specialization. நீ நாளைக்கு நியூக்ளியர் என்ஜினியராக இருக்க போறியோ இல்லை ஆஸ்ட்ரோஃபிசிசிஸ்டாக இருக்க போறியோ 5 ஹியூமனிட்டிஸ் கோர்ஸ் படித்தால்தான் நீ அதை பண்ண முடியும். I find that actually a very heartening trend. Almost by accident, I said the same thing to my older boy when he was going to college. When he said, I'm going to study this, I'm going to study that. I said, why don't you be a humane person first? Why don't you understand the world properly first? Why don't you study history or psychology or social science? The professional can come later. நான் என் வாழ்க்கையில் அதை நான் பண்ணல, அதனால அவனுக்கு புதுசாக கற்றுக் கொடுக்கணும்னு சொன்னேன். Forget the professional stuff, you can learn that later. I thought I was giving him maybe bad advice because he turned around to me and he said, அப்பா நான் அந்த மாதிரிலாம் படித்தேன்னா நான் வேலை வாய்ப்புக்கு என்ன பண்ணுவேன், உனக்கு என்னடா கவலை, வேலை என்ன இருக்கேன் நீ பார்த்துக்கோன்னு சொல்லி I set him to study like that. Maybe I'll just say one other word, which is that in Coimbatore, I'm always happy to be here, and I say very often that after my own constituency of Madurai, the place that I am often seen is Coimbatore for many reasons. Not least of which is the extent of industry, the extent of educational institutions is second to none, per capita probably even more than Chennai. And it has a long history of innovation, of manufacturing, of highly advanced engineering, and it continues today. And of course, from my childhood in Lovedale up in the hills to many other reasons, I continue to come here. Mostly professional reasons, and so I'm happy to be here. I think the future of Coimbatore and technology is very bright. It's probably the place with the highest imbalance between demand and supply. We have just finished a building in Elcott. There's probably 6 times the number of square feet that people want to lease than the building we have. So I know there's a huge shortage of space here. I know there's been a huge boom in the IT sector. I know there's a lot of people de-risking Bangalore, de-risking Chennai even after the natural events of December. And so Coimbatore will continue to be a place that I think attracts a lot of interest. We have announced a few schemes in the government, or a high-tech city, 380 acres, self-contained integrated city. We're still trying to work out the DPR for that. We'll expand more buildings in the existing parks. We'll create new parks. And I'm told there's already more than 3 million square feet of office space under development in Coimbatore, which I'm sure will not be enough because the demand is higher than that. So we have a bright future. Focus on being as generalist as possible when it comes to technology and science, and as deep as possible if you choose to pick one field, and that will serve you well in your careers and help our economy. I think I'll stop there so that we have enough time for questions. If that's okay.